Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Tonight we have a brand new archetype debuting in Duma Dimensions, the next core set in Yu-Gi-Oh's history here. This new core set debuting a new archetype for the brand new lore. Mage was the first new archetype of it that debuted in the previous core set, and now we move forward with this new archetype called Doom Z, I think is kind of what it's called here. Looks crazy. I haven't read anything. Let's get into it together, and hopefully we see some good new potential. We also get 3 new Art Mage cards at the end here that we'll cover. So 10 cards for a brand new archetype, as well as 3 new ones for the Art Mage archetype. Let's get into it. Starting off here, we start with Doom Z0 Drastia. This is a level 8 Dark Dragon. Of course it is, because everything in Yu-Gi-Oh has to be a dragon, of course. You can only use the first and second effect of this card name once per turn. You can target one Doomsy card you control's cost, destroy it, and if you do special summon this card from your hand, then you can equip one equip spell from your deck to it. Any equip spell, you say? That's actually not too shabby. I actually don't. That's actually kind of cool. There's a lot of cool equip spells that actually could have good synergy with that, for sure. Like interruptive ones, extension, quick play spells, definitely, for sure. All right. While this card is equipped with an equip card, I'm assuming that's what that says, covered by the this little. Hold on. Nope. Okay. Quick effect: you can special summon one Wind Machine Exceed monster from your X deck with a rank equal to this card's level. This is treated as an Exceed summon, and if you do, attach this card and all cards equipped to it to that monster. That's pretty cheeky, huh? I like that it's any Wind Machine. That makes me think Mecha Phantom Beast. This is a level 8, and I don't know if Mecha Phantom Beasts have a clean level 8 Exceed. I think they have the 7 that Cashtira's used. After that, I don't know off the top of my head what other rank 8 Wind Machine Exceeds already exist, but you know what I mean? That's kind of cool, and that means they could make something generic that doesn't even necessarily have to be direct Doom Z support. That as long as it's Wind Machine rank 8 and it's good, this this card's able to take advantage of it there. So seems like an extender, not really a starter, obviously, because it has to target a Doom Z card you control, but overall, like, pretty cool card, right? Gets any equips from deck, and then also gives you the ability to tag right into a good Exceed monster. Hopefully, the 3 Exceeds that have already been revealed for this archetype end up being pretty good. Next up, we move to the next monster. This is Doomsy 5, Amalth. This is a level 4 Dark Dragon. Okay, more dragons. Seems like the archetype's pretty dragon-based, which is cool. You can only use the first and second effect of this card once per turn. If this card is normal or specialed or destroyed by card effect, you can target a Doomsy monster from your deck. Or sorry, you can add one Doomsy monster from your deck to your hand. Cool. It's Stratos already with extra oomph. You know what I mean? If you what I like about this is that you could theoretically, like, normal this. It could get hand trapped, and you could still destroy it and, like, get it to trigger on the opponent's turn potentially, or later on, even if it stays on the field, which a lot of Stratos type monsters do not have the ability to do. So a little extra longevity there. While this card is equipped with an equip card, quick effect: you can special summon a Wind Machine Exceed monster from your deck, extra deck, with a rank equal to this card's level. This is treated as Exceed summon. If you do, attach this card and all cards equipped to it as material. Again, I don't know if there are any Wind Machine rank 4s that already exist, but if there is, or if they make some down the line, that's pretty cool. There's also one in this, 3 technically in this first reveal, and one of them is level 4, one of them is level 8. So both of these first 2 monsters will already have something to mess around with. I like that, though. That's actually a good normal summon for the deck. Not complaining. And lastly, whoa, this one's by far the coolest artwork. Not even close. By far the coolest artwork. This is Doomsy 7 Alara. This is a level 4 Dark Dragon. You can only use the first and second effect once per turn. If this card is normal or special or destroyed by card effect, you can set a Doomsy spell or trap from your deck. Gotta play around those Drolls when you can. Konami already expecting Droll to be seeing play, I guess, going forward. It's also unashable and unpurgeable, which is icing on the cake for sure. While this card is equipped with an equip card, quick effect, you can special summon a wind machine exceed from your archetype with a rank equal to this card's level, and it's treated as exceed summoned. And if you do attach all cards equipped to it, yeah, that makes for 2 good normal summons now, especially if there's a really good normal spell in the deck. We'll see if there is here to start, but both +1s on summon, potentially +1s when they're destroyed on later turns, and also being able to quick effect tag out into something else, which is awesome. I love that. It's really cool. Love it. Is there any more normal? Okay, one more main deck extender here, or monster at least. This is Power Patron Machine Doom Z. Level 1 wind machine. So this one is 1-for-1able. You know, it gives it one more extra bonus target there. It's a level 1 wind machine. Okay, finally a wind machine, not a dragon. You can only use the second and third effects once per turn each. You cannot special summon monster for the except exceeds while this is on the field. You can target one other effect monster you control as cost, can't target itself. Special summon from your extra deck a Doomsday Exceed or Jupiter the Power Patron of Destruction. I'm sure we'll see that later. With a rank equal to the level of the monster you control by using it as material and all monsters equipped to it. And if this card is destroyed, you can add 1 Doomsday card from your deck to your hand. So even being able to summon this and then pop it with one of the other cards, especially the first one revealed, to just extend, pretty nice. I like it. All right, into those extra deck monsters we talked about. First, we start with the rank 8. So this one is, easy to get into off of that level 8 monster we started with. This is Doomsday and Drastius. Of course, rank 8 wind machine. It's 3 level 8 monsters, so I would assume you're not trying to make this the hard way. You're just trying to cheat this out via the archetype. You can only use the first and third effect once per turn. If this card is exceed summon, you can equip one other face-up monster on the field to it. That's cool. That's bonus. That actually makes this already an interruption at least, or at least the monster revealed, because all of these 3 effects that get into those are quick effects. So being able to do this, just turn this out off of Drastia on the opponent's turn, and then just grab an opponent's monster. Doesn't even target. Love it. That's actually pretty good removal. The first time this card to be destroyed by battle or card effect each turn, it's not. Icing on the cake. Nice. It's also 2,700, so pretty beefy attack. And when your opponent activates a monster effect on the field or engrave, quick effect, detach one material from this card. Negate that effect, then you can equip one face-up monster your opponent controls to this card. Dang, this card is kind of nasty. Okay, hold on. That means like this rank 8 or this level 8, which is an extender, right? All you need is any Doomsday card on field. This jumps out. And then on the opponent's turn, this card can quick effect go into Drastius, which on summon is like stealing an opponent's monster non-target and attaching to it as material. Then when your opponent activates a monster effect on field or grave, detach a material to negate the effect. Then you can go ahead and take in another monster from your opponent's field. That's crazy value. That's insane interaction for sure. And it can't be destroyed. So kind of annoying to clear off the board as well. That's pretty powerful. I'm not gonna lie. That is quite powerful for just their basic level 8 extender to get you into by itself, basically. Like it. I don't hate it. Pretty cool. All right. Oh, we gotta do more of these. Hold on. Next up, we have our 10. This is, of course, the monster mentioned on the level 1 that it allows you to get into pretty easily. This is Jupiter, the Power Patron of Destruction. Rank 10 wind machine, 3 level 10 monsters. I'm assuming you're really not trying to make it that way. You're trying to just make it off of the other one. Once per turn, you can also exceed summon this card by using a monster you control that is equipped with 3 or more equipped cards. Okay. That makes this card a little bit extra summonable with just any archetype that's good with equips, for sure. And for Noble Knights, stuff like that. That makes this card extra interesting there. We go. If this card is exceed summon, you can equip any number of appropriate equip spells from your graveyard to it. That makes this a little more dicey because it has to get equip spells from grave, not monsters. Whereas you can make this in something like Infernoble pretty easily, but Infernoble puts like equips monsters to themselves, not necessarily puts like as many equips. But there should be some equips in grave theoretically. So not nothing, but okay. Gains 3,000 attack while it has an XYZ material, XYZ monster as material. Ooh, okay. Or you may ever, yeah, yeah. If we can make this on top of another exceed, that's cool. Becomes 6,500. By the way, this thing is 3,500 to start. That's crazy. And once per turn, you can attach a material from this card to special summon a Doom Z monster from your graveyard, then destroy. Then you can destroy one card on the field. It's a pretty good card. Obviously, has way more application in the pure deck, just because it seems like the pure deck is really going to be trying to facilitate a card like this. Gets a monster back from grave, and they're all quick effects on the opponent's turn to get into ideally an interruption. We haven't seen the rank 4s yet, but at least the level 8 for sure, and hopefully more. But still, being able to revive something, get a pop in the mid range to get just really good value. This card being absolutely massive, and just getting equip spells back from grave for free. There's definitely some good value to be had here. Don't hate this card either. All right, into the rank 4. We only have one rank 4. Ooh, hopefully this card's good. Two level 4s to make this card. Obviously, it's a rank 4 win machine. Doomsy Break Deactorus. If this card is special summon, you can destroy one Doomsy card in your hand or field, then destroy one monster on the field. Okay, you know what I mean? That at least as a floor makes this card a pop on its own. Not on its own, but like summoned off of one of the level 4s. It makes those Dridents for the most part, right? Destroy a Doomsy card on hand and field and destroy a monster. Yeah, it doesn't even target. A lot of this archetype does not seem to target with a lot of its removal effects. That's pretty nice. So at least the level 4s, even if they get, and that's really nice floor. Again, like I'm liking the floor of this deck where like normal summon this Stratos, it gets negated. And as long as you can get it equipped with an equip card, boom, this card is just a walking Dryden at worst. Same thing with Alara. That's cool. And then if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect while it has a Doomsy monster or Medius appear as material, you can add to your hand or send a deck. Oh, sorry. You can add to your hand or send to the graveyard one equip spell from your deck. Cool. I don't hate that. Has to be destroyed and it has to have the right materials. It should have the right materials more often than not, but definitely to keep that in mind. But still seems pretty good to me, raising the floor of at least those level 4s that you're trying to end on for sure. All right, spells and traps. Let's finish up this archetype here. You can only use one of the this is Doomsy Raider continuous spell. That makes the first extender pretty good. You can only use one of the first and second effects once per turn, but only once that turn, so you got to pick one. During the main phase, destroy one other Doomsy card in your hand or field. Love that. Then add to your hand or special summon a Doomsy monster from your deck. Also, you cannot special summon for the extra for this turn except Exceed monsters. That's an insanely powerful card. Destroying something from hand or field is already so good. We've seen what Dragonic Diagram can represent with synergy with like popping other stuff that like has good synergy with it, which is really cool. And then also being able to add or special summon, insanely powerful as well. This card's incredible. It's also a face-up card, so being destroyed by the level 8 has really good synergy. Being destroyed by, I think, the level 1 we read also can destroy this. Like, really, really good synergy there. Also, if this card is destroyed by card effect, you can target a face-up monster on the field, destroy it. Cool. So even if you're quick effect destroying your own card, being able to pop a monster has its perks. Next spell, equip spell. Of course, we need to have some equip spells in this equip spell based archetype. Of course, this is Doomsy Command Doom Durg. Once per turn during the semi-phase, inflict 500 damage to the equipped monster's controller. That's probably you, I would think. All Doomsy monsters equipped with this card or a Wind Machine Exceed monster that has it as a material gains this effect. Your opponent cannot target this card with effects. Okay. That's cool. That means all of the exceeds that you're summoning off of the monsters that we saw above that give you the ability to just turn quickly into them as a quick effect are immediately untargetable, which is kind of cheeky. And once per turn as a quick effect, effect. This gets added to them. You can destroy one other face-up card you control. Also, until the end of this turn, this card gains attack equal to its own level/rank times 100. It can attack directly. Also, if it battles, destroy it at the end of the damage step. Okay, so that's almost more of an interruptive bonus effect, because like paired with the like new equip spell, where like use the continuous spell, use this as a consistency card on turn 1 with that first effect, leave this on field, then on the opponent's turn, when you're like summoning an exceed that's like a which has this attached as material, you're able to destroy your own Doomsday Raider, in which case this card gives you an additional pop on top of everything else you had on your board, which is cool. I don't hate it. There are worse equip spells out there that are in Archetype. It's not amazing. It's not like a crazy engine card that I want to play like a ton of copies of, but it has its perks. I can see why somebody would want to play it. All right, and our final card here for this new archetype is Doomsday Destruction, normal trap card. You can only use the first and second effect once per turn. Targeted Doomsday Exceed monster you control, equip this card to it as material. And it gains this effect. Your opponent cannot add cards from the deck to the hand except by drawing them. Yo, you can't just have a full turn draw. And then if this card is destroy a card effect, you can target one face-up monster on the field. Equip a Doomsday monster from your deck to it. That's so crazy. I mean, listen, that's strong enough. That's in archetype searchable droll, but doesn't even give your opponent the first search potentially. Crazy. Okay. Yeah, listen, this archetype's got a lot of interesting tools to it. I wonder if it has like enough to like play through interaction, but it does have, it seems, good enough consistency. It has some pretty powerful end board pieces, especially in this rank 8, and stuff like the level 4 is also being able to tag out, but man, it's a pretty cool start. I'm very intrigued to see where they go with it. They're also dragons, so are bestials on the table? Are other generic dragon, cards on the table? I don't know. They have Link 1s already in dragons, and maybe we see some of that come to fruition. But definitely some good potential here out the gate for this new archetype, Doomsday. And then following up with some more Art Mage cards, we got 3 more here. First one is called Theorealize Overdrive. Jeez. It's a quick play spell. You can only use the first and second effect each once per turn. Target Immedius the Pure in your grave or banishment. Special summon it. Okay. It can only target one specific card, but it is just a quick monster reborn for that card. That also can hit grave banish as well. And then during your main phase, you can banish this card from your grave, then target one face-up monster you control, and declare a level from 1 to 10. Its level becomes the declared level until the end of the turn. Okay, during your main phase, you're also being able to modulate levels. I'm assuming that's an Archmage thing. I don't know what else really that matters for, but maybe it has some synergy with this archetype, being able to change the level of one of the main deck monsters here. That way, when they try to tag out into an X-Check monster, you can change them to like level 8, and now they're tagging out into the rank 8, which is a little more powerful than the rank 4. Maybe that's something that we're looking at there. But as far as the actual, like the pure Archmage deck, I don't really see crazy synergy there. Maybe it's okay, but I don't know. I don't remember every card from that archetype that got revealed like 3 months ago. So next up, we have Archmage Movement Lineage. This is a normal spell. You can only use the first and second effect once per turn. You cannot special summon from the extra deck the turn you activate this. Either of this card's effects except fusion monsters. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, special summon an Archmage monster from your deck in defense with a different name from the cards you control. That's pretty good. It is just E-Telly. It's a going second only E-Telly, but I could see some situations where this, like, Archmage just sides this. It's an Archmage card, so it should be pretty searchable for going second, and maybe you don't main it for that purpose, but still being able to just, search this out and use it going second could actually be pretty cool. And if this card is sent to the graveyard to activate the effect of Archmage, Academic, Arcane Arts, Acropolis, holy alliteration, you can add an Archmage trap from your grave or banish. Oh, it only adds from your grave or banish? Cheeks. Get out of here. Okay, so for the first effect, maybe like maybe it's a sideable going second card, but I don't really see it seeing much play outside of that. And then lastly, we have Archmage Parapatea. Turmoil. It's a normal trap card. You can only use the first and second effect once per turn. You cannot special summon from the extract for the turn you activate either of this card's effects except fusion monsters. Target a monster in your opponent's graveyard. Oh, in your opponent's graveyard. Return an Archmage you control to the hand or extra deck, and if you do, special summon the targeted monster to your field and negate its effects. Not stellar. It's kind of like graveyard interaction, right? You're stealing an opponent's monster that they're maybe trying to get back, but you're going to get it back and negates effects. Meh. Meh. I know this card is sent to the graveyard to activate that crazy 5-word card that all starts with A's. You can add an Archmage spell from your grave or banish to your hand. That's a little better, adding back a spell from grave or banish. At least those can be activated a little sooner, but not too crazy to be honest. Okay, I'll be honest. The Archmage cards don't really impress me, which is kind of a bummer because I was definitely coming into Doom and Dimension saying like, oh, Archmage, like good start to them, but they need a little oomph. They need to raise the ceiling of what this deck can do. I don't really think they did it here. I think this new archetype is way more interesting though. You know, between the main deck monsters being pretty solid, honestly, across the board, all 4 of them, I would say. The extract monsters also being solid, all 3 of the exceeds, and specifically this spell. The equip spell seems like a mandatory have to play card, but you know, not out of this world. And the traps honestly a pretty crazy card as well, just being a droll where your opponent doesn't even get the first search kind of type interruption that the deck can set up. I think this deck's got something going for it for sure, especially if similar to Archmage, this archetype gets 3 more cards in the next core set, right? So I'm interested. Very cool stuff. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Where does this new archetype sit with its first wave? Like, is it already playable? I'd love to hear your guys' initial thoughts on that. I think it definitely has some potential already. Doesn't feel like it's all the way there. Feels like it's missing a couple glue pieces for sure, just to kind of round it out. But it does have quite a few high quality cards to get started, so I don't hate that. And where do you land on Archmage? Not really impressed with any of these 3 new cards. Let me know your thoughts on Archmage as well. Where do they land with their second wave? Are they rising up at all? Or are they kind of going to stay in that same window of like rogue deck, like clear rogue deck? Love to hear your guys' thoughts on that as well. But I'm out of here for today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, guys, subscribe to the channel for more things Yu-Gi-Oh! News from me going forward. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.